Hey guys, Ballatw here, and it's VOD Review Sunday. And following AO, finally we get to do a VOD review on some of the Oceanic guys. That OCE region, you guys are actually crazy. So we got the X2Twins. I've been wanting to do this one for a while. This is from one of the CPL nights that they do. The CPL being the pro league structure over there in OCE. And these guys got 4 wins out of 7. I think they played 7 matches in a night, so it's kind of ridiculous. 4 out of 7, and then the other like 3 they got end game and they placed really well. So I don't actually know what the scoring structure is. I know it's all placement, but that's what's up. Okay, let's hop in. Let me actually go back in the timestamp. I had just finished collecting these, so 1:30:25. I forgot to do the notes command. So if somebody can, well, actually here, I'm gonna post this in chat. Somebody update that notes command, please? And yeah, okay, let's do it.
I'm just doing the same thing I've done every.
I have not watched them pretty much at all, except all their YouTube videos. So like in terms of like the drop in the early game and stuff like that, I have absolutely no idea. So
I have a really bad landing for what I wanted to do.
We shall see how it goes.
You want to watch? You want to watch me be a beast who hasn't played for 2 weeks, or Jesse be trash?
Should I just go straight to Lucky Bridge?
If you want.
Oh, we know. So Jordan, this guy on the left,
to my knowledge,
I'm gonna do it. I'm probably gonna die.
I don't think he qualified, but he won the event. So Jesse, I believe his name is. He's actually a beast. He's actually a beast. Okay, so the new fax landing.
I'm actually gonna be so bad. Like,
so
I'm gonna feel bad for you guys.
Off the bat, they are splitting right here. You can see, I don't know what's over here. I think it's just like a little shack, but he's splitting all the way out there to be a little bit efficient as he comes up because they weren't getting contested. So that's really cool. Being able to split because of the knowledge where people are. You can have your max efficiency if uncontested. You can your maximum efficiency loop path, and they take advantage of that. I don't know if this is perfectly max efficient, but this is clearly what they like to do, so it's cool. Hey, that's my drop spot. Good thing they're on the other side of the world, huh?
Oh, I got an RPG. Let's go, baby.
Ooh,
I got Julies, dude.
Yeah.
So some people would like opt not to take the RPG just because they don't have the rockets yet.
Doing the courage
But
JD at the top.
you can actually see they are very explode reliant in the end game. From what I've seen so far, especially in the first couple games.
I've still got 2 building a 1-tap some kids.
And then one of the other things is that we need to evaluate their comms a lot because apparently they're the comms gods.
People fighting happy right now.
Yeah. No early game contest, but you just watch the path, watch what he farms. You see how much metal he's at. Not as much wood, not as much brick. But look at the things that he breaks through. I think maybe be a little bit more efficient for sure.
Really awkward.
But regardless, the plan to go straight to the plains. They don't have zones going northeast, northwest. Sorry.
Find somewhere to mine. We can probably go.
Are we doing 1 plane each?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you heard him say, find somewhere to mine. Find somewhere to mine. When they are doing their first rotate, they look deep into zone to find somewhere that they can farm. So for them right now, since it's northeast, there's Pleasant, there's the haunted house, there's haunted hills, there's Junk Junction, there's all those things.
I'm 522 or 622.
437. So we need brick and wood. So.
I don't think we want to go there. We can check.
You sure?
Polar is super good. We saw Phoenix and Vorwin actually be absolutely disgusting. They landed the plane. They did exactly what they're doing right here. This is disgusting. They get max brick easily from here. I think there's like a table downstairs that also like farms for 600 metal or like 300 metal or something ridiculous. So anyways, the beauty of being able to find these others, these little spots. This is exactly the Phoenix and Forwin like method, right? Just like ignore anything. They're not trying to go into fights. They're not doing anything. And then they just take their planes and fly off again. So we're gonna, oh yeah, haunted is, well, this is what we talked about.
I think we're good. Okay, that top
And you can get all the fences. Even though all the fences are farmed here, somebody landed here, like this is still like super good because you can max out on your brick. Like that's what I'm saying. Like even though somebody landed here and they clearly got the max efficiency out of this place for them they left and now they're left with all this brick, but like it's still super good. It might be slow, but now you get max. So again, you saw he noted the possibility of teams around each other or around them. They saw it when they came in with the planes. And then they just like he shot him away, and now that guy's like, okay, no, I can't stay here, so, or I don't want to push them or whatever, because they know that I'm here. Otherwise they would sneak up on them. They would try to sneak and be like, oh, we're gonna try to gank these dudes from the side. Also a fairly good split for them, like they have a lot of distance. Also chairs at the throne that give you like 40 to 50 wood. Yep. I actually don't think that anybody landed at Polar. I think they got a few upgrades there. That blue pump that he got was from the top of Polar.
Get some wood. Yeah, I'm just gonna go grab some wood quickly. I only have 60 ammo on my AR.
I have hundreds.
When the lobbies are, I mean, again, these are snipes, right? These aren't customs or anything. So 31 is a decent amount for a lobby at this point.
No,
like it's clearly probably a beta, but even as a beta, I think that's really good. But what I'm saying, what my point is that they can afford to kind of go get these trees and be so split because it's not as congested now. So
I'm like 7 max 3 right now.
What are you fighting? Once before.
Okay, mats are great. They have the launch pad. Alpha's like 70, 90 in the lobby. Yeah. No, I'm familiar. CPL gets good. I'm pretty sure some of these games are really, really good. I mean, this is gonna be a good end game. I'm certain of it. Just because how many people are still up. It's gonna be a good end game.
How much AR? I'm gonna open it just so he doesn't.
Get top hill.
We got zone.
I'm surprised he's leaving his top open. He just pointed it out. Because there could be a guy at the top of that build fight. Yeah. That seems to be the safe choice for sure.
They're just mining work.
Yeah, I see. That's fine.
Oh wow, they're really
There's
close.
be a lot of people doing that. Someone has a grenade.
Very close.
Might take a couple shots.
I'm gonna build another 1x1 next to you.
Yeah, this and I was getting some quick.
There's people on the hills. Yeah, I see them. We legit have to save it for endgame.
Saving their RPG for endgame.
Probably, yeah,
do you
probably.
want to jump out to the hill? No, we should jump out to the hill.
Okay, this is where we want to start. That end game. I'm gonna try to watch as much as possible of this.
Save. Honestly, we can top. I think.
Probably, yeah.
Or do you want
Probably.
to jump out to the hill?
Yeah, these guys are starting to build for height over there. I would probably want to jump out on them.
Maybe.
And then
Jump out south. Jump out south. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that's dope.
I'll RPG and then you. I'm scared people are gonna grapple. I'm breaking this.
They even planned the direction that they want to launch pad, or they want to place the launch pad, and they also planned out the entire plan, like shoot 2 RPGs to knock it all down and launch pad while the RPGs are flying towards them. That's really cool. And the other thing about that is using the entire like length of the RPG, right? It's a little delayed. It's not instant, right? So if you shoot 2 RPGs, that gives you the time to still fly over there, and by the time you start flying, then the RPGs happen and so on. So they kind of use the travel time to fly in and planning it ahead. And then the other thing is planning the location of, or the placement of the launch pad in order to avoid the majority of greedy, thirsty, desperate people, right? People who are looking for shots. So he places it in front of them where they're less likely to be shot at. They are less likely to be shot at. I think that's good. Very
Yeah,
good.
Top 195.
Dynamite. Don't know if, no, it's not us. Look north. You might have a shot soon.
Nice. That's cool. Obviously the dynamite has that fuse time, so he says look north, we might have shots soon, right? So if you see somebody starting to get grenaded or start to get dynamited, you can give heads up to the person before the shots are there. So give heads up before it happens, or before people start getting briefed. It's the right word, I guess. I guess that's the right word. Yo, what's up, twins? How you guys doing? Yeah, so he gives a heads up, says these guys are might be getting shot at soon. So he tells them beforehand. He says the direction, and then he gets the opportunity to actually look over there before, right? So if you don't do that, then your teammate's gonna be, you're gonna be like, oh, shots north, like late, right? So you gotta do it early.
That bottom out.
Yeah. Ready? I'm gonna shoot the stair, then I'm gonna RPG.
Oh.
You see it?
Nice. Shooting the location for targeting builds. That's good. That's something that is pretty obvious, but still people underestimate and don't actually have it in their repertoire. They don't actually think about it, you know?
Yeah.
I'm gonna shoot 2 rockets right in the guts. Wait, that's in.
Okay.
Right?
And like continuously reaffirming the plan, right? So they continuously say, or I don't know who it is, maybe I don't know who it is, but he says, I'm gonna shoot 2 rockets. They already made the plan, but they aren't executing it just yet. They're gonna wait for the zone, and then later on they say, okay, I'm gonna shoot 2 rockets. I'm gonna shoot 2 rockets. They're continuously doing it because that needs to be the plan the entire time. If you start losing that, if you're not reaffirming it, then the timing's gonna be off.
Okay, yeah.
I think that's smart.
We wanna go.
Some people don't necessarily need that, but
There's still a plane.
Yeah, don't worry.
wow,
They got out.
really nice follow notification there. Yikes.
Ready?
The guy northeast, no shields.
Ready? I'm gonna rocket the guy south.
Yep.
Jump out now?
Now.
Yeah. I'm just
They're not
reloading.
looking.
Reloading first.
I'm coming.
Nice. Okay, 2 things. Reloading RPG before launching. Very important. Okay, and then the other thing was that trick that he used just to mark place you want to go and look at where the mark lands, right? So you kind of like, he aimed at the brick, he marked it with the whatever bind it is. If you guys aren't familiar with that, you can bind a key to make it so that it will mark whatever you're looking at or whatever you're aiming at. And then they looked at the map. So
Go on top of brick.
I got it. Get to me. Can you get to me?
I'm on you.
Connecting to brick.
perfect.
Yep.
We're connected.
Perfect.
Behind north, trying to take a launch. Taking a launch.
White's dead.
Nice.
Ooh.
Okay, we have height. Just
Yep.
hold this.
Also, notice how he did he was crouch peeking with the AK there, even though like it was a very, very low risk time to get hit, right? Like he only shot a few bullets. Obviously he got the kill, so he might have been peeking for longer, but constantly that's so muscle memory for him to do that rather than having to think about what's around him. He just does it no matter what. I think that's very good.
Okay, yeah, nice.
Nice. Look at that awareness to know that they're getting shot out, and then immediately knowing how to reconnect it. It's really nice. So is automatic, right? It's automatic for him. And then realizing they are getting knocked down, the awareness here, and having a quick response to just reconnect rather than focus. Like, it's already so obvious and so like they've done this millions of times probably. It's the response to getting shot down isn't, oh, who are these guys, let's go try to go down there and kill them. No, that's not necessarily the play. For him, it was immediately go down and reconnect. I think that's the smarter play, especially when you're going for placement. He can continue to try to knock you down all you want, but just go back, just reconnecting, and he just connected in multiple different places. So
I have no idea.
and yeah, look at that, he connected in 3 spots. now this guy has nothing to do, and there's no risk for you guys anymore. So you saw he reconnected there on the wood that they were bringing before, or that they brought when they built up on the brick here, and then he connected down below where they were breaking them at first, and then he reconnected on the side over here. So nice 3 little connection spots there.
I'm just sitting high. I'm not spraying anyone. I'm just sitting high. We can top.
Coming up now?
Yeah, come up. We can just top.
Yeah.
The other thing, like, was cool. I'm gonna go back
We
here.
want to go as far back as we can.
There's a plane
Tell me
somewhere. They're not looking.
I'm coming. Go on top of brick.
I got it. Get to me. Can you get to me?
I'm on you.
Connecting to brick. Connecting.
Yep.
We're connected.
Nice,
We're high.
Yep.
Behind north. Trying to take a launch. Taking a launch. No shields.
Okay, something that Jesse did really cool.
Can you get to me?
I'm on you.
Jesse was before this.
We want to go as far
Slightly before he switched to wood. He was in a brick and then he switched to wood. Number one, the wood up here is less important to be safe, I guess. And then, well, the launch pad's important to be safe. But then he's also building in wood while he's connecting, and then he switches to brick once he gets the height. Because all that stuff that they're building right there isn't that important to get this off the screen. It's not that important for the fight to be in brick, right? But it is important for everything else to start being in brick once you run into the people who could deagle you while you're sitting still. Once you're sitting pretty, you want to be in that brick. So we're watching Jordan right now. Sorry, I can't move the webcam right now. And then
as we can.
There's a plane
Tell
somewhere.
me when to RPG it.
There's still a plane.
Yeah, don't worry.
They got out.
Tell me when to RPG it.
Soon. Wait.
oh, sorry, we already watched this.
I just
Here.
me trying to
They're still where they're building a one by one.
Okay.
building right there.
Yep. I see.
How many rockets do you have?
I'm coming up now.
Yeah, come on. We can just
Yeah,
top.
this is where we ended.
You need AR ammo? I have 90.
I have 41.
This is from CPL. So random CPL day
Down low at the
that
drop.
they
Save it.
dominated.
How many rockets do you have?
1.
Okay.
Saving it for if someone can test.
Save it endgame.
Yep.
Renegade headshot. Renegade no shields.
Okay. Where?
60
There's that
in
thing
the
that we
brick.
talked about
Building
Zayn
right there.
Saf doing really well is
Grapples?
calling out the skins,
They're both northwest.
calling out the skins
So they're gonna
for
try and
targeting
go over the top
purposes.
here, I reckon. I'm just gonna build-
East.
I'm just building a one by one for the grapples.
Hold height.
Yeah.
Building up.
Where?
120. Wood.
I see.
This team here is trying to get height.
Where the team?
RPG them. RPG metal.
Okay, ready?
Go. You dropped him. I'm taking his one by one.
Yeah.
Nice. Good recognition of the threats, seeing who is gonna have the balls to try to push them, and immediately saying no, you guys are not gonna be able to come up on us. So using that RPG on them, not necessarily necessary, but just having the plan and then realizing and confirming, hey, the plan is working, we're good, I'm gonna take this, right? You just knocked him down, we're good, go ahead. So that's a good little communications thing right there. Confirming that the plan is working, saying you knocked him down, I'm going to take this, right? It was perfect. And then also recognizing your threats. And also reading your opponents, right? So that's a read that they have on those guys. They say these guys are building up, they're probably going to try to take high ground, and because of that, probably because they're actually trying to think about probably they're going to take high ground, then they can say, okay, let's stop them from doing this. You're reading your opponent. That's something that people actually don't really do in this game. They don't really try to see the intentions of people. Like we have watched like 72 hours in chat. They say, okay, this guy's desperate. That's a read, right? You're reading that this guy's going to be a little aggressive on you. And besides that, you don't really see people reading people's intentions. You only see people reacting to just various things that they see, but you're not really reading their intentions. Some of the best teams are about reading the intentions. Okay.
Hey, I'm watching people try to come up late. There's a guy built up Vinny.
Yep, I have 30 ammo.
No, they went down. They went down. I stopped them. I connected you. I connected you.
I'm good. I'm good. I'm good.
No, you were dropped.
Assassin. Oh, I got dropped. I got dropped.
Come to me. Oh, they're going up. They're going up. People are trying to come up.
Did they get it?
Yeah. They got it.
Hey, give it to him. Give it to him. Give it to him. You have RPG, yeah?
No more.
Okay,
On me.
okay.
Come on me.
I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm with you. We have good heal game. We can just top out.
Yeah.
We have good heal game.
Stopping on me.
Do you have any big pots?
That's a ballsy tarp, man. That's a really ballsy tarp. He like, so the good thing is he is on the side. We talked about this when we were doing the cease and elevate. He probably wants to move a little bit more to the left there, and you actually can see he did slightly go over to the left, but yeah, he's leaving his sides very open, and that's surprising to me. But they know their situation more than me, and they're obviously coming, and I can't see to the right or the left of them, but it's just good, the fact that he's able to do this and get away with it.
Okay.
Holy hell, dude.
Cat Eagles.
Holy hell. Okay, and this is something that's really good is tarping out for a very long time, very long time, and then looking up for height. I think that's really sick. Looking up to see what else is going on around the map, especially because when you end up with people who aren't tarping out or maybe don't have the mats or whatever on height, you're basically saying, or you're basically going to be able to give yourself free shots at them, and they have a really tough time realizing, oh, these guys are stopping, right? So this is a nice turn. If you get way ahead of high ground like this, you know what I'm saying? Get way ahead with your tarp on mid ground and look back at height. Notice how he like doesn't really care what's underneath him. He just looks for height first. That's the first priority for you. That's the biggest threat.
They have RPG up top.
Yeah.
RPG up top.
I dropped one.
Okay. Are you going up?
No.
Okay.
Nice. That's really good. They're always acknowledging and making sure that they do answer the question. So he said, are you going up? Jesse did. He said, are you going up? And then he said, no. And it's very, very important that he got that answer, because, and there's some questions that are way more important to answer than others, but you'll see these guys always are acknowledging calls, and they're always, they're basically always repeating a call that they need an answer to. And if they don't get that answer, basically, my point is acknowledge calls. Acknowledge the freaking calls. Right, you'll hear him say they have RPG, and he says, "Okay." All these type of things, always acknowledging.
See if we can find rockets. See if we can get a kill and find rockets.
I'm just topping out. I'm topping out.
That's really important. That call right there. He said, "See if we can find the kill and find rockets." Right, so. Somebody might say we need an impact frag for mats or whatever, but specifically being clear about what the things are you need will make it so that if you do get an impact frag, you'll be able to pick it up, right? You'll be able to pick up what you need, not just the random stuff, right? And that's really clear ahead of time. Right? Making it super clear what you need to loot.
I'm looking for a kill.
Cat top team with RPG. They're looking at us.
Yeah, we're right.
You heard care top team with RPG. They're looking at us. And then you hear Jordan say, "Yeah, okay, I acknowledged it. I'm gonna," because if you don't do that, you're gonna run into situations where he says something, and then you're gonna have selective hearing and be like, "Oh, okay." Like after the game, Jesse's gonna be like, "Dude, I told you they were top RPG. Why didn't you do something about it?" And then he's like, "I didn't hear you say that," and that's important. So now Jesse knows, okay, I don't have to say it again. But if he didn't say yeah, then he has to repeat himself. Yeah. It's the kind of thing that I'm talking about.
They're gonna look for a cheeky angle.
I have 16 bullets. I'm topping out.
I hit him for shields. Do you want to push that guy? The elite agent?
Wait. Oh, no, I don't think so.
Got him. Elite agent dead. I'm going down.
Nice.
Knock off rotating in, hit him twice with shield.
I got 12 rockets.
Okay. Drop high.
Yeah. Right on me.
I might stay my level. You focus dropping high.
I'm coming up.
I have 500 metal.
That's nice. The fact that Jesse's calling for him to drop height, and he knows what he means. Because if I heard that, I may be like, "Oh, you want me to drop low? I don't understand. You want me to drop off of height? I don't get it." No. Nice play.
Knock off's under me.
Yeah.
You hear this? You hear the call again? Nog ops under him. He called the skin of the guy down here. Woo! targeting purposes, skin calls. Right, they can keep track. And that's one of the reasons like using streamer mode isn't necessarily bad because you start to learn the skins.
They're dropped, I think.
I'm building up. I'm building up.
Yeah, go. I'll support you.
I got it. Come up.
You saw, look how he was saying, "I'll support you," and he stayed down, right? Because they're not just gonna go full on because there's an possibility there's still somebody height or somebody fighting for it. So he's staying down with the rocket, supporting the height take rather than just both spamming for height and spamming. I mean spamming builds, right? Spamming builds.
I have 200 metal. Building up. I need medium, John. I need medium bad.
Yeah, here. Dropping.
Careful grapples.
Medium and mats on me. Medium and
Got it. Top out. Don't let them grapple up.
I have like max mats, Jesse.
Yeah, I'm playing heal.
All my medals right there.
What?
Take all the metal you need right here. On me.
Got it. I'm going up to play heal game. You pressure.
Yep. I'm just gonna RPG.
Good plan again.
Try build a layer under me. I'm high up.
Yeah. I'm rocketing them.
That's that checklist I always talk about. He goes for heal. He says, "Build a layer under me." That's what you kind of have. You kind of have to build a layer underneath the player that's healing in this day and age with the zone moving like that. So not only is he looking for shots with the rocket like all over the place to try to cause chaos and knock as much as possible out, but he's looking for these little tiny places where you could actually sneak in a rocket and do damage to somebody. He's not just blowing stuff up. Being selective with the rockets. This is something you see like blind, blinds, rockets, for example. Blind is really good with being very selective with the rockets, and not only are you hitting a lot of builds, but you're looking for the nooks and crannies where you can get that AoE off, right? That AoE is so OP if you get it right behind a build and there's nothing fully blocking. It's disgusting. Disgusting.
Knocked one.
Oh! Monka!
Oh, he's on me? Dead?
Wow. Okay, buddy. Yeah, when you see openness in the circle like that and the circle's that close, you might as well just spam that RPG, dude. You absolutely have control. You absolutely have control. Yeah, placement's the most important, but you'll see they do start to practice because of the AO tournament. This is, I think AO was announced like a week before this. They all starting to practice for kill incentive. You can hear it.
6 total.
All right.
6 total, you know, like they wouldn't care about that before. All right, next game.
Okay.
Stop being dolts in the chat.
And Price has hit us up with the chair pass, boys.
Ooh, what a split. Chair and Fax. Damn, man. That's crazy. How, like, that's crazy. What a split, dude. That's an insane split.
I'll like go to the house or something.
No one lands there normally. I can always rotate thereafter. Usually.
That's a crazy split, dude. That's all I gotta say about that.
John's a bit echo.
All right, let's skip ahead. Clearly uncontested. I want to see some mid game from them. I want to see some mid game fights. Oh, this lobby's dead, huh? This is a dead lobby, huh?
Yeah.
Split map.
Okay.
I think we'll just watch endgame here then. Wait, is this the same game? What the fuck?
In your box, in your box.
Do you think we would... Where's the...
What do you mean?
Same circle, what the hell?
They're doing it still. Wait, RPG that, the one, the edited wall, far one. Where he's
Peeking and stuff.
Yeah. Go.
Kind of turtling it.
Just try and trade
In here, and he.
in. Yeah, we're almost in. I'm waiting.
That's really cool right there.
Those.
Somebody snaked ahead of them over here somewhere, and they literally just go into their snake, and that's awesome. Stealing an old snake, just using it for their own safe rotate. Very nice, very nice.
Teams up top 105. I think they know we're coming.
They're getting hammered.
Yeah. Chill here for a bit.
We're almost
See how he's like patiently every time he breaks a wall, he pulls out his gun. That's really nice.
in. Yeah, we're almost in. I'm waiting. How can we go above them and we just set up in one by ones? Cause
Follow me. Follow me. Follow me. Follow me.
Follow me. Get us in a spot for RPG, Jesse. Spot for RPG.
Oh, another
Okay,
RPG,
yeah.
another RPG. Let's go,
chilling,
boys.
We need to go up a bit more. Yeah, on me.
Okay, follow me.
Okay, the teams are gonna spray. They're gonna spray.
Okay.
Southeast gonna spray.
Yeah. Got you.
Other
If
teams
they do
north.
have an RPG.
Yeah, we're in a bad spot. We're in a bad spot.
Yeah, come around the right.
That was cool. He said they're gonna spray, and then instantly, we're watching Jordan here again. Instantly, Jordan pulled out his plan and started holding against the direction that he said. That's actually crazy. That's crazy smart. Instantly pulling out and holding. Right, he's preemptively turbo building. That's freaking sick. That's so sick.
I reckon. With me. With
Okay.
me.
Yep. Following. Go like mid ground.
Right here.
Yep.
I don't actually like
Yep. We
theirs.
have a lot of stuff to drop
Can we
high.
get up one more?
I'm 5-5-5.
Oh, we're almost not in. I might move out one more.
What are your mats? What's your floor? What's your floor?
6, 8.
I really,
5. Yeah.
I really like how they moved
You just
positions.
turn
They had a spot in zone, but they moved around just because they didn't like it. They moved even further.
Alright, we can breathe now.
Yikes, bad zone. We're gonna have to like RPG a lot.
RPG and just go for Hyatt with me. If you
Give me 100 brick. 100 brick.
Okay, if you can take some fire, and like so I've got an open RPG. Because I'm gonna go out here. Yeah?
Is there anyone in this 1x1?
Let's check. That's a good. We need.
No, there's not.
Okay. I'm gonna go out this side, Jesse, and RPG then.
Okay,
Chat?
go now. Go now. Go now.
Move.
That was nice. Checking, making sure that they wanted to peek out this side, and they had to clear that one by one. Really nice. Clearing and getting info about the builds and one by ones near them when they need to take shots. Right, he needs to take the shots with the RPG to be able to push in what he wants to do. I'm not sure if breaking height really matters here though.
Knocked one. Not high. It
Move,
wasn't
move,
high.
Oh wow,
I'm going up.
he just gets
up,
damage.
You go. Hit him.
Launch you. On me. Launch. You got it?
No.
Fuck.
I'm topping in.
Okay. I'll build up to you from where I am.
Give me a slide.
I'll build up to you from where I am.
Yeah.
By the way, we switched to Jesse.
I need you to help them. I can RPG, Jesse. Just help me
Yeah,
connect.
can you get to me?
Yeah. I'm connected. I connected.
Okay, nice.
That was
connected to
nice.
these guys.
I'm good. I'm with you.
Yep.
Watch out. They dropped it. I got it.
Southeast.
I'm
RPG
reloading,
that.
I'm
RPG
reloading,
southeast.
reloading.
Oh, Jesse! Oh my God, bro! Let's go! What the hell was that, Deagle? That was nuts. That's disgusting. Again, assessing the threats and immediately using your explode on them, your RPG on them, calling out the targeting for RPG. I mean, he doesn't need to RPG anymore because that was dirty. Let's watch that again.
I connected.
Okay, nice.
I got
I'm connecting to these guys.
I'm good.
That was nasty,
Yep, they
nasty,
dropped it.
nasty.
I got it.
Southeast.
I'm
RPG
reloading,
that.
I'm
RPG
reloading,
southeast.
reloading. Yeah.
Oh!
Southeast. RPG
Oh! Oh my God.
southeast. RPG southeast.
Come on. They're down.
Nice.
Nice. Actually, RPGing it was
Nice, nice,
important.
nice, nice.
I didn't realize that there was somebody else.
They're going up the side.
Far zone south.
Yeah,
South.
I'm gonna wait until someone goes a little bit more up.
I'm chopping over south.
Deaglewood.
Get on my level. Get on my level.
Knock the hit him. Coming up to you. I hit that guy with my RPG, Jesse.
Yep.
I have
I'm
one
getting
more.
above these guys.
Yep, Carrot, they have a quad. There's a quad.
Okay.
You always look at them like this is the old. They are absolutely so used to being able to tarp on high ground, having the mats to be able to do this. I mean, obviously you wouldn't be able to do this in pop-up format. So, but look how much they connect. He connected one back there. He connected here again. Like every time he gets an opportunity to connect, he connects. And then the other thing is, you saw Jordan was actually down below him building, and he said, "Get up to me," because obviously you save mats by that. You're not wasting. You're not both tarping. So.
That was a DOS. I'm going to connect it.
I'm dropped. I'm going
I
up.
connect.
Because then their structure, like even if they get dropped, their structure still stays up there, and they can
Where's the
easily
quad?
go
I
back.
need you to find the quad for me.
There's a guy like directly under me
Yeah,
southeast.
dropping it.
I'm dropped. I'm dropped.
Oh,
Guy grappling. Come to me. Are you with me?
Yep. I'm with.
I got drops.
I got drops.
Coming up.
I need
Tree.
bubble slurp. I'm stuck in the trees.
Yeah.
I'm just building up. Okay. I'm
That's
slipping.
me,
I'm slipping. I'm
that's
slipping.
me.
I'm slipping.
I can't believe they still have height here after getting dropped like 4
I'm sorry.
times. It's
I'm with
nuts. I
Save your
can't
slurp
believe
for
it.
in-game.
I used it.
Behind. Weak.
Yeah.
I can edit him down.
Go. Edit him down.
Get down.
Go.
He's dropping.
Good play. He's way up.
He's got a quad. Hit him. Dead.
I got it.
That's actually super sick. Like editing him down. Like, so the idea there, obviously I don't think they did this at all, right? I don't think they did this at all on purpose at all. Was they had a stair go up, and they had like a tarp above that wasn't really being used. They were down a little bit, and the guy landed on it, so it's super easy for them to knock it down. So it's like kind of like a decoy tarp up above.
I need him in. I have 300 mats.
Where you like barely connect it and you're tarping underneath it and you're barely actually using it, and then you just leave it. If somebody tries to contest you, just leave it and knock it down.
Bring you mini.
I'm popping mini. I'm good.
Up here. Close.
Yep.
Locked him.
Soccer skin. What are your mats?
He's low. Soccer skin's low.
Yeah, dude, I love their targeting is actually insane, like so nuts. What's up, Verks? Like actually so good. Because he just said, "Oh, soccer skin," and now it makes it so that even though I think it was Jesse said soccer skin, it doesn't matter that he didn't really say, "Oh, soccer skin over there," or soccer skin Southwest, or soccer skin blah blah blah. He just legit just says soccer skin, and then now Jordan gets the idea that, oh, there's a soccer skin, I can call it out later, and it's easy for him to make that targeting decision later. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, rockets.
Soccer skin hit him 50 wide.
Okay.
He's weak. I have 100 mats.
Okay, I have 500. Dropping you. Oh, grapple. Okay.
Yep. Watching.
Dropping you, Matt.
Got it.
There you go.
You play heal game.
Yeah. Wait,
Make sure you use your RPGs.
I don't have rockets. Have rockets, Jesse.
Okay. I got none for you. Grapple.
Guy campfiring.
Look at the like prioritization of things that they're doing, where he said, "I don't have rockets," and then he's not repeating, he's not making it the highest priority thing to look at or to think about. He just says, "I don't have rockets, Jesse," and then he waits. "I don't have rockets, Jesse," because he didn't get acknowledged, and then finally he says, okay, and then he continues to do things, but then he finds a spot. He's like, "Okay, now I can go ahead and actually react to that call, and now I can go back and say, I don't have any rockets." So really, really good. This is something that Convertibles actually made a post about, where you talk about like comms prioritization, like red calls, whatever. I don't fucking know the terms he used, but I mean, in this game, it's like one of the most important things about your comms is prioritization of certain things. It's actually super important in this game, just because there's so much stuff going on. So really good prioritization. And what's the word I want to use here? And tone when Jordan asks for rockets. doesn't spam it, just looks for an opportunity to ask. When he doesn't get acknowledged, he asks again, right? But the tone is still good. And Jesse waits till he has an opportunity to actually do something about the call, right? You saw him reload things. You saw all that stuff happen before he said, okay, I'm going to go check now.
Hit him for shields.
Hit Renegade 35.
Yeah, I'm with you. Hit him, hit him.
Yep.
Keep spraying. We have to keep pressuring.
Soccer skin, dead.
Nice.
Renegade in the box,
Yeah, low,
dead.
Nice.
See, look at that. Soccer skin, Renegade, like literally
Under him, same spot.
Okay, grapples.
Top out.
Yep. I'm going down.
literally every single person they see, they call the skin.
Yep. I'm slowly pressuring. Taking the edits.
Not too hard.
Yeah, I'm taking the edits.
He went on their level and then preemptively built out all their stupid, or all the
Dropped a level, I think.
Yep.
all the box, like the floor of the pyramid. He preemptively built that all on their level, like one above their level, so you could edit in if they build out that way, and they have to build out that way. So he either has to drop down or he has to face the edit, right?
Under me. Let's go. On me.
That's perfect. No, it's the pinch, right? It's the beautiful pinch site. Let's play that out.
Good shit, dude.
The beautiful pinch, him from down below and him staying up top. Solid. Okay, what was I gonna say? Literally every person they call the skin. They call it every single person. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's just beautiful to watch. Red is a now or when Zay uses the word priority. Yeah. Yep. Will you do Jesse's AU Open? I can't really do a VOD review on an event where I don't have a VOD or POV of them, right? What can I do? I can't really do that. I tried to do it with TwitchCon and I hated it. So I'm not going to be reviewing specifically. I'm not going to be doing a VOD review on AO, but I'm going to watch all of AO and I'm probably going to do what I learned from it. Because I did learn a few things from AO already, so that should be good.
7 kills first.
It should be good. All right, let's do this.
It was the wrong play.
Let's do this.
I might land Lucky Bridge. Are we good yonder?
I mean, one of the things is that like I'm not here to give them credit. I'm here to spot things that I like necessarily that I think is very important. And positioning in late game, I think I've talked about a lot.
Up on the hill. Fuck.
So it's not that interesting for me to talk about it again. You know what I'm saying? Ooh, little present. Let's go.
The plane.
I have a rift, so if you need help, call up.
Okay.
I heard they did that in the pro-am, like 40 people bricked or something. And they didn't even replay it.
A mini and already got like a bunch of
Right.
Their split is insane, man. I can't believe they don't get contested like this.
Look good.
They have such a nuts split.
There's a team on top.
This is somewhere I actually haven't really considered as somewhere
on top,
good to
north.
farm.
Top of tunnel.
Like a good place to chill and
block it off.
claim and farm.
You want me to come? Oh, you
So
have a
much
rift,
brick.
you need to get out.
I think people have already blocked it off.
I'm mining outside.
This is
Jesse,
Monkers.
You get it?
I think so.
If you need to get out.
Yeah, I think I got it.
Okay, I'm outside mining the trees because I need wood.
Nice, man. The only thing that's bad is that it's not actually in zone, but like it doesn't have to be in zone. Do these guys run the Australia Discord? No, I don't think they run it. It's run by like it's the same as, you know, NA, like a council type of thing of pro players. If they didn't get contested before, they will now. I mean, it wasn't duos, so
That was
I don't think that having a good performance in duos and be like, oh, we should all go factories. Factories isn't like one of those spots that's crazy good, like Westworld or something. I mean, actually, no, that's not true. Factories is one of those spots. It just got nerfed a little bit, so people are like, eh. I would imagine they just banned. No, this is the pro league. This is the pro league. This is people earn their way into the pro league and
we should get going.
and they play it hard. Ooh.
What shields do we have?
I'm here.
Huh? Okay. I'm gonna do another
Wait,
lap.
what happened?
Metal building.
Why did they
east,
jump
I think
out?
there's chest. Hang on. Yeah, there is.
Oh yeah.
Go.
Look at this crap, man. They find chests. It's beautiful.
Girlfriend's place, it wasn't her place, it was camping and
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, man.
Bill,
That's,
why?
yeah,
Yeah, it fucked, dude.
sick and stuff. Onto the hill, I think.
Southwest, yeah.
Oh, can we just rift on that hill?
Midway, I think they're still playing.
All right.
Take the chance.
Finding
Let's do
such
it
a
later.
good spot. Look at the center zone. Like if we looked at the last zone, right? Ignore the staggered zone for now. Center zone, like right here, and the highest high ground. Like they just land on it. That's again reinforcing the positioning thing in endgame. So
Good chance
crucial.
that it goes behind it, honestly.
So
It goes late
crucial.
again.
People are moving.
There's rifting midway. I think there's still planes. If there's planes, maybe focus them.
I hit them for like 80 down
I
there.
like how you just casually like just tags those people.
They got out.
Alright, how much
Under
AR
us.
do you have? Oh,
Just
two
go.
teams. Alright. I'm going above it.
I'm chilling.
Look for rotates, look for rotates. We
No,
want
no,
kills.
no, no, no.
No, we want kills.
On the hill. If we can get on the hill, yellow.
You see how
Yeah,
they're playing for kill incentive now. They're playing for kill incentive in
Nice,
prep.
it's that same team, man. I know
me.
exactly who it is too. That's just fucking.
Who?
Next to me, west.
Just rift. We have to rift.
Yeah, yeah. Did you get it?
Yeah.
Go, just go as close to yellow as you can.
Hmm? I need
It's
to pop
that
a
same
slurp, though.
fucking team, man.
Who is it?
It's that same fucking team, man. He said, "Who is it?" He said, "Nah, I'm not telling you." Oh shit.
I might pop a med.
I like that he doesn't answer him because that's like a thing that people are gonna now pay attention to and latch on, and then it's gonna be in their head. This fucking guys are fucking, you know, they're griefing me or whatever. But Jesse just doesn't say it. He just doesn't say it so that they can't talk about it. Like I wish he would just say he wouldn't put it at all out there for Jordan to latch onto. But that's an attitude controlling thing, right? It's controlling the mood of your partner as much as possible. Like in CS:GO, if you say, "Oh, I think that guy's cheating," then you're ruining your teammate's mood. You know, you're ruining your teammate's mood, and you're also ruining your own mood. But even if you ruin your own mood, just do your best not to ruin somebody else's mood.
Just fight for high, dude.
Yeah, just die for it.
It's crucial.
Alright. I'm not gonna pop the slurp.
Look how he has to stay on the outside of this, right on the mountain, so that so that he can continue to dive if he needs to. And now
Guys, if we can.
goes
I'm
above him
landing up
because he
top
needs to
north.
dive, I guess.
Right here by myself.
Yeah, I'm with you. Go, build. I'm popping the slurp now. Popping the slurp, and then I'm coming up.
Okay.
All about the
You guys
morale,
saw me 640
exactly.
for height? I'm just topping out.
They're so high.
Yeah, I'm trying. I'm topping out.
Yeah, see, that's the thing I've been talking about, right? I'm tarping out, so getting way ahead of high ground so you can actually get shots on them.
Drop 2.
Yeah, they're dead, bro.
Killed him. High ground, focus high ground.
I have it, I think.
No, you don't. It's one guy. Kill RPG. We got it. Next to me. Hit him. Hit him 83.
Okay, watch out. Top, Jesse, top. They have RPGs.
Yeah, kill RPG. Grapple. Hold tight.
I got a ghost bullet. Look for kills.
It's good recognition of the high
Hit
ground.
the basketball 44.
Okay.
80. Hit the basketball 80. She has no shield.
Like they were pretty much ultimate low. I mean, you could have gone more to the side of the underpass where there's even more of a low, but nobody was down there, so I don't consider them. I consider them. They were pretty much ultimate low, and they looked and they found the opportunity and they took high ground. Like, you can go from 0 to 100 real quick.
Clown north.
Yeah.
I have 89 AR.
You could be shambles, and then all of a sudden you can take height. Like, it was very, very
I
simple.
might not get it. I'm not getting it.
Hit that guy.
They might not have been pressured like while they were doing it, but like,
I'm down. I'm good.
I got you.
you can do it. It's not.
I'm staying right above
Focus
the
squad.
You're not
Focus
all.
squad,
If you do it in the
focus.
right way, you're not gonna get punished for it too. Here's that
going for a
fork
medkit
that we
right
talk
now.
about always happening. You can see Jesse is way up to the side over there on the left, or on the up on the
I got
left.
dropped.
I'm connecting you.
I'm good.
Yeah,
I'm good.
Gives him those separate angles.
I hit quad. I hit the quad person.
I'm 1-2.
White. The person with quad is white.
Okay, nice.
RPG. It hit me.
Oof.
I'm good. You good?
Yeah, I need a heal.
Do you need minis? RPG's all the way down. I think we drop a bit.
Where are you?
Good call.
Do you need heals or?
Yeah. This is cool. This is cool. The fact that they're recognizing. Actually, this is something that I was kind of keeping an eye out, or keeping an ear out, is that they constantly are, when there's a threat in terms of somebody who's holding a weapon that like can knock them out, the explodes. Whenever somebody has an RPG, whenever somebody has a quad, they start tracking by that, right? This guy has the quad. This guy has the RPG. And because of that, you can see they made a decision right here. They knocked that guy all the way down, the guy with the RPG. They say RPG guy's all the way down. And so because of that, they say, okay, let's go down a little bit, because if there's an RPG all the way down a low ground, we could maybe fall very, very high if in little time. So tracking the people with the explodes, people who have quads, people who have RPGs, constantly calling out their position, their status, so they can make informed decisions later. Let's go, Snood.
I'm gonna pop a big pot. I'm gonna get out.
Okay.
I got
RPG.
RPG. I'm dead.
Ooh!
I'm alive.
I was so scary.
I'm trying to get you. I'm with you, I think.
So scary.
Pop me a big. I'm low though.
Okay. I have
I don't
175
think he
mats.
gets this.
Watch out.
I got zipline, dude. I got zipline.
Are you good?
Oh,
Yeah,
Monka.
I'm back. Good. I'm fucking stuck though.
I can't pop this big.
I'm trying to pop a med right now. I'm trying to pop a med for
gonna
heal
try
game.
and pop a big.
I'm popping a med for heal game.
Yeah.
There we
hold off,
go.
okay?
Yep.
There we go, Jordan.
They have a quad down there as
I have
well.
100 mats. What do you
Quads
have?
aren't in the game anymore, but they were in this, so we're
Okay.
talking about quads.
I might drop. Hit him hard. Nice.
Good shit.
Nice.
I got 2 kills at the end there.
Nice. I think, yeah, the biggest thing there was like the high ground take was pretty perfect. Pretty perfect.
So,
Hit him with it.
They're twins. They're in each other's minds, yo. Big facts. Big facts.
How many kills do you have?
2.
4 total.
Okay. I think, yeah, this was the biggest point from this game, honestly. We could talk about, like, no matter how low or who is around you, you can always make a play for height. You could always try to, like, they were super low, those guys are super high, and they recognized an opportunity and they went for it. They just because they're low doesn't mean that they aren't looking for opportunities. I feel like there's a lot of players who play, they get low ground and they're like, oh, we can't go for height. They don't even think about it, and they don't look for it, and they don't look for opportunities, and they end up staying on low ground the entire time because of it. Yeah, there's surprisingly, well, not I shouldn't say surprisingly. I feel like I do a good job pointing things out, and a lot of pros have reached out to me and say, yes, you know what you're talking about. Everything that you say is pretty good. I mean, obviously not everything that I say. I can spew some bullshit just as best as anybody else. So, all the things that I say, you have to try for yourself, and you have to try to figure out how to implement it into your own game. You can't just do something and be like, and it.
I might go for
work for you. You have to figure out why it works and how it's going to work for you in your gameplay. You have to create your own sort of thing.
Make it look like you're going here. Go away, go away.
Did what?
I hit the fucking grapple.
Dog, let's fucking go. What a sick play. What a sick play. I love it. That's the first time I've ever seen anything like that, right? I don't know if you guys even caught it.
Make it look like you're going here as well.
It's a pretty high chance of you winning.
Nah,
No, they're just going straight to thing.
Yeah, I might go for a plane straight up. Oh no, he's gonna beat me to it. Make it look like you're going here as well. Make it look like you're going here. Go away, go away.
Did what?
I hit the
That's so sick, bro. Snood, take notes, buddy. That's actually so nuts. Like, that makes that guy panic, dude. That makes that guy panic. He's like, fuck, they're 50-50ing us.
He just got a plane and left.
Oh, shit.
That was lucky.
Yo, actually, he took a plane and just bounced. He probably wasn't a scrimmer, but that's pretty funny. That's pretty funny. I wonder, like, where there's opportunities to do that elsewhere on the map, because clearly there with that bus, there's an opportunity here, but like Pleasant, if you're dropping from the north. What else? Probably a bunch of places in Desert. There's a bunch of places that like that. Bro, this split is insane. This is the first time we're seeing it from this point of view. He just takes a plane and like redeploys from it. It's dope. This is the first time we're getting a peek at Jordan's drop over here. You fake with upper haunted towards Junk Junction as well as upper haunted towards lower. Yep, really good. Really good.
Today.
Woohoo!
Too slow for the roof.
The other thing that's really cool about this is when you do a plane split, you can bring the plane and just leave from there instead of having to go to the depot, and that's actually so clutch in placement situations, right? Bringing a plane to your spot when uncontested rather than having to travel to the plane depot, right? Number one, it's more efficient. Number two, avoids the cluster of people rotating into the plane depot / mobility places, right? That's very smart.
Why circle never on you? I don't know. Just unlucky tonight.
Very smart.
Underground?
Alright, underground again. So, like, again, here's something that's clearly they've thought about, you know? They've clearly thought about it.
Nope, sorry, I shall up my game. Do it.
The fuck?
I think I just broke up.
Yo, what? Why?
60 HP.
Whatever, man. What's up, sites?
Come in.
I always struggle farming tomato in mid game.
Yeah.
I'm going up high.
I always struggle. I just don't know how to safely do it. So I'm watching this because, like, literally, I'm always like, oh, we can farm tomato, and then I'm like, how do I? Because it's so like, oh, it actually feels like really open. Like, I can actually think about a game that I needed brick and I just stayed on top because I didn't know how to safely do it.
There's someone at servo, I'm pretty sure, Jesse.
Servo?
Yeah. I'm gonna blow.
Ooh, they fighting? Let's go.
Someone just got hit.
Let's do a VOD review of Poach.
This guy's
good?
low.
He rifted.
He rifted.
I'll get him.
I want to do Poach.
A team's coming for that rift.
I very much want to do
shields.
Poach.
Oh, you got duped. I'm hiding in servo, Jesse. There's a team at the wooden wall where that guy just rifted.
Okay, yeah, I see.
They might come to us.
No, they're leaving. Hit him twice.
No, they're still here. One guy's still there. He's running towards me.
Oh my god.
I'm coming.
He's low, push. I'm sneaking him.
Nice.
I got trapped. I'm dead. Break the trap.
I knocked one.
Break the trap.
I'm coming.
Oh.
Couldn't get it.
Oh no. Oh my god.
Rift.
Dude, this feels bad, bro. Yeah, so I don't know like how he got in that position, but it was like actually dope. It was actually dope.
Got him. Fuck me. I'm sorry. There were 2 traps, Jesse.
Did you not have ammo?
What?
Do you not have ammo?
No, I had ammo. There's no way I can get through 2 traps. And I was like far away kind of thing. I don't know if I can take that.
What a
Why was he running towards you?
what a loadout now though. Holy hell.
I hit him for 160 and then I stunk him.
Holy hell.
It saw the
And quad.
Max quad.
I might use one and grab the quad. Go for height.
Even if you just go to play heal game, grab a medkit, drop your deagle. Legit just turtle for heal game.
All this heals, bro.
I'll rift and take the medkits.
How many
I'm deagle pump, two rifts, 2 slurps.
how many
7
medkits
minutes.
are there?
3. One slurp and 3
So many
medkits,
decisions. So many decisions.
Just play for
I'm
placement.
fucking down.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Legit don't push anyone. Play like mid ground, try and get away from
Yeah, I'm gonna jump head here.
Alright, so he took the medkits and dropped his deagle. Shit, man, that's a hella placement game. Man's got balls.
Really late with a slurp popped, and then try medkit. Do you reckon that'll work? Because the guy up top would box himself in. Should I try that? Fuck it, dude.
Depends, it's situational.
Yeah,
right?
I know,
It's so
but
situational.
fuck it. I'm gonna do that.
I'm gonna go see why the cat's monkeying us. Who? It's fucking the
Max.
Here's the rotate.
If you don't win, you're kicked from.
Yo,
our
that's a
team.
pump with a psycho, yeah.
We're picking up T-Dog.
The god, dude.
What's your mat count?
Max.
Little brick.
Yeah.
That was so sick. Just then.
Jesus Christ. It's fucking biting the door, dude. It's legit. Okay, he's just opened a door. A cat's just opened a fucking door. Sick. He's actually gone monk mode. Feed the poor cat? We have. It has food.
Get him out before he jumps up and
It just wants
monks
a
me. Rift and just take high ground for free. Thanks, boys.
No, don't even play high. Rift, go down.
Jesse, I don't know anything else but playing high.
No, you go high, you lose. You can't hold up by yourself.
Watch me,
It's
brother.
impossible.
Brother.
Actually, stop.
Actually,
You have no idea how many times I've
stop.
tried to do it.
I know. I'm gonna do it though, and I'm gonna show
You're
you how
not.
it's done.
Stop. You can win from mid ground. Look at your heals.
Oh, that boy's angry. Ooh.
Facts though, you could 100% win from mid ground
Go,
here.
go, go. Oh, he wasted a rift.
I already got 2.
Don't go for height, please.
Oh, we'll see. Yeah.
Go mid ground. Keep the rift. Okay, listen.
Yeah.
Listen. You're gonna play mid ground. You're gonna pop a slurp. You're gonna pop a med kit, and then you're gonna rift. Bang. 200 IQ. Money.
Yeah. Wait, Jesse, play some Russian music. Like, there's no music playing. Play something Russian.
These guys are trolls.
Hold the mouse. Stop. Yeah.
These guys are trolls.
Oh god, there's an RPG. Fuck it then.
Notice how he like instantly he landed on this box. He saw there was somebody above him right here, and he instantly curves out to the side and then boxes up here, so he can control the entire box rather than anything. Tripolowski, yep. That's the same thing Mitro was doing, going all the way in the corner of the build.
They're about to look up and murder you. Go 2 under, go 2 under. Don't be 1 under, don't be 1 under. Top team's monkeying you, Kel.
Just doing his best to get away from people when he sees them.
You win these.
Yikes.
I hate you.
Indicating that you like don't want to fight is actually pretty important here. You saw how he like instantly pulled out his build plan and instantly edited the pyramid there. If he doesn't edit the pyramid, this guy maybe stays there. He maybe says, okay, actually, like if you're gonna edit on me or do something like that, I'm gonna stay here. But in this case, he what is it? He projects that he doesn't want to fight and causes the guy who wanted to fight to go away. All right. I think his slurp was ticking when he started to heal. So drinking the slurp makes it so that he's not going to be able to make it twice. Nice. This is like really solid at covering himself, especially when he needs to cover himself in like these really tight, awkward angles. Like look how he like looks down all around to be able to place the walls properly. Instantly reacted to the rocket and trying to block himself out. You saw how he looked down and tried to place that wall so he could stuck in this box. It's really nice. Like that rocket right there, when he was blocking with that, and I'm talking also about like these stairs here, like really good. Like watch right here when he hears the rocket, he goes back into this box and looks down to try to place this wall. Like he didn't get it off in time regardless, but like he needed to try to get back into his box basically. It's good movement. It's really good movement. And look how he just looked all around him just then. I love how this is all happening with just freaking Ballatw in the background.
Yeah.
No no monetization for me, bro.
Most left still running.
That's just gonna get copyright claimed already.
Yo, GG, I was a stink man. Okay, the edit's above mine, of yours. Oh yeah, right there in that corner, baby. Bang, now. Do you get it? Do you get it?
These off heals.
We'll be looking at fighting, you got this.
Off heals are Monka, bro. That's so sick. What a clutch, dude. What a clutch, dude. What a clutch.
What the?
Those off heals, man. You could see like he knew the fact that like in this case he didn't need to, but you could see how he was looking for that information and figuring out what's going on. And then as soon as he cracks that guy, he realizes, okay, I definitely have more HP than him, because he's running around before me. So like, even if he did make it, then he just needs to get away. But it's possible that he found somebody healing or something like that. And in that case, he needs to do something. Why don't you VOD review yourself? Who the fuck wants to watch me? Who the fuck wants to watch me? A little bit lucky the guy was running up to him at the end. Not really. I think that was unlucky. Right? Because that guy definitely had less HP. 100%. Yeah, pathing is something that people are only now starting to really practice, but like people who like Bizzle and people who were
We did it recently. Oh, Jesse had to do it twice because he had
were playing squad scrims from the start. Those guys all recognize the value of good pathing.
hopefully though, sure.
Finally, one where they don't split,
What did you say?
but still uncontested. Am I in OC? Ooh, what the hell? Young Storm fight?
I only have a.
Young Storm fight?
Oh, what?
They're coming to me as well.
You need to get a
I
plane.
think it's bots. I think it's bots, Jesse. Get in for shields. Come to me. Come to me.
How am I gonna get to you?
Zipline.
Okay, zone's
pushing.
coming.
What do you mean
Zone's coming.
pathing?
Yeah.
Pathing means like
I can't put stream on you.
building snakes in the end game, and we say pathing because a lot of times you build a path for your partner with your
Play safe
snake,
for a bit if you can.
with your turtle.
I only have a white tack.
Bizzle tunnels. It's another term you need to know.
3 bullets left. How?
Are they on you?
Yeah.
I see him. I see him. Team from Happy's coming too.
He's just
Ooh.
Dead, dead, dead. I'm getting shot from fucking. Another team, another team, another team.
This is so awkward.
Sinking me.
you get out.
See, that's kind of a path right there.
Nice, dude. You only
Oh
use a
my
little
god.
Yo, rift on me, rift on me. Jesse?
I'm coming, coming, coming. Go, go, go. Pop it, pop it. We're killing these kids. I don't care what you say, we're killing these kids. You just
I'm
use
low.
6 stinks on these kids.
Yeah, I don't mind as well. It's the last
A
game.
subgenre of rotating? I mean, it's how you
I'm a
rotate.
white
I don't
tack,
think it's
Right,
rotating
I'm
exactly.
corner, so.
It's definitely somewhat related to rotating, but rotating
take
to
out
me
Rift?
means
Come on
like,
this
Did
way
they
as
take
well,
out
because
Rift?
yeah, it's end game rotating for sure.
Yeah, they're dead.
Team under us, quadding.
Gonna land on their quad?
No, but we'll spray them.
They often don't change the other POV when they're being
They go down,
contested
they go
because
down,
they don't
let
like
it go,
promoting clout farming.
I'm going.
Oh, one's gonna stand still and heal. West.
What?
He's
Oh,
standing
I
in
see
the
what you're
middle.
saying.
I can't.
Okay,
I'm just going
Like if one of them's getting
I'm popping a big.
attacked,
Oh, we're in
they
between
stay
right now.
they stay off of it.
Fight 'em, fuck it. I don't care. It's the last game.
That's funny.
Come to me.
Yeah, yeah. I'm getting away from. I'm getting away from this team.
Yeah, where is that team? I can pressure them for you. This guy's pushing me, Jesse. Come. 2v1 him. And these guys all have.
Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? Where
Right
is he?
here, in this box. Start moving closer. Just keep trying.
Other team's pushing. Other team's pushing.
Okay. Can you hold them off?
I'm trying. But
Got the edit.
No
He's
guarantee
low,
though. No
he's
guarantee.
low. No, dead. Is the other team coming?
Is it just the other team now?
Yes.
Okay, okay. There's another
Oh
team.
my
assaulting.
gosh, this is crazy, dude.
And the team I'm fighting right
So
now.
I don't know why he's launching, but whatever. I like how they were split. They didn't have a big. It was like they didn't have a big advantage, and then they were getting pinched. But in order to, they kind of like kept tabs on everybody. That's the informational play that I always talk about. Is watch how Jesse always was keeping tabs on the team behind, like this guy and the other guy that he was shooting. He was keeping crazy tabs on them, and he was like, okay, they're coming. Oh, they could come. Now they're coming. And then at the same time as while he's keeping tabs, they still executed this pinch perfectly. I mean, not perfectly, perfectly for the situation, right? Because Jesse needed to stay over here to contain these guys, and Jordan needed to push in and end that fight. If he didn't end that fight, they're going to be in a huge trouble, right? And because now Jesse gets up on top, now the Twins have a pinch on the guys who are pushing them, right? Because these guys are underneath because they both pushed. Like it would have been a lot more awkward if one of these guys stayed behind, but since they both went underneath, now they have a pinch between them from high to low, right? It's not always a horizontal pinch. You could have the vertical pinches as well, which the vertical pinches are probably less effective, especially if you're not directly right on top and right under, but in this case, it's still good.
Jump at it. Weak. Whites.
What is that man's doing?
Calamity whites.
Where? I'm going to get the other guys.
You hear it launching?
Hold up. I'm getting this lure.
Other guys on me?
Mini's here. Oh, I'm coming. It's low.
He's on me. He's on me.
Yeah, I'm
Look at
coming.
that, man. The patience, it's so good. So many other players would not only, number one, they wouldn't even place this wall because they get this wall that he went through, and he wouldn't place this wall because he's trying to get shots. But no, he just places that wall, takes one shot, and then he's like, okay, this guy's playing me, whatever. I'm just gonna wait for my team. Like, why would you want to even bother with trying to push into this guy if your teammate's not with you? Like, he's in such a bad spot.
Like, literally coming to you.
Sure, he might get away, but like,
I got him boxed in. He dropped.
also right there, grabbing that wall because he's not doing anything else. He can't push in yet, so he's not doing anything else. He just grabs the wall.
Oh, we're dropped.
Hit him twice.
Low. Knocked. Well done. Hey, killing straight
There was a
away.
calamity that was
Oh, there's
weak.
another
Other
team.
team's pushing southeast. I'm big potting.
Yeah, I'm
I still have a white tack. Did he have a pump? The calamity was south.
Pump here, blue pump.
Okay. The calamity was south
Yeah,
somewhere.
I have like max mats, Jesse. Do you need?
Yeah.
What do you need? How much?
Half. Just. Yeah. Okay.
Bandage
Shambles, by the way.
is there.
Shambles, and this guys are still pushing in. I would like to see them
What do you have?
grabbing some info.
Behind. This is probably the calamity. I think it's a bot.
Oh,
I think
yeah,
it's a bot.
close.
It's a bot. It's a bot. I'm pretty sure it's a bot.
Nice.
Dead.
Yeah,
Okay, let's just go for kills this game. Oh wait, no, I think once we get to 7 it doesn't matter. I hit that guy that you got us.
I'm pretty sure these guys are bots too. Oh, they're leaving. Anyone in these builds west? Probably
Dude,
not.
we got a jump pad now as well.
no, the jump pad fell. No. Oh, he's saying he has a jump pad. Yeah, so that was a really perfect engagement. Obviously, probably not the best players that they were fighting there, but if there's any scrimmers there, I think probably the team that was going to engage at the end was scrimmers. But still, like, you have to have good solid, like, you can't change the way you play regardless of whether they're scrimmers or bots. And obviously they're calling it, and you can kind of, but you shouldn't, right? And if you do the right thing, you're going to win no matter what. What was CPL night? CPL is their pro league. So let's say this is game 6, and what I wanted to talk about in that engagement was even though positionally they started out rough, Jesse's good scouting on incoming third parties let them have right, and the perfect play is where quickly pinch the solo, not necessarily close up. Jesse keeps height. Jordan pushes. Okay, and then immediately, well, react to the third party and stay above them. More importantly than doing any damage, right? That's the most important thing, right? Because then it turns into a pinch once Jordan joins the fray.
East?
Yeah.
I don't care. Indeed.
I'm 2-4-6. They're 1-by-1ing.
Core Practice League. I didn't realize it was practice. I thought it was
try.
Pro League.
Look at these kids, bro. I'm coming. Just wait. I'm gonna connect to you and then we go. Hey, dynamite, watch out.
I'm pushing.
Dynamite.
That was my
I
dynamite.
connected it.
We high?
He's beneath.
Yep. Building up.
Hit him hard.
Okay, I'm going for his teammate.
I don't think this is the right call.
His teammate's building up. He got out.
Yeah, boy. Knocked one. Coming to you.
On me.
Hit him. Got me in a box.
He's up top. I'm gonna go break it.
Yep. I'm gonna bring him up. Just tell me when to jump pad. Jesse. That has to be very last minute.
I'm gonna need a bit of time.
Okay.
Storm's coming too.
Could have broken it down slightly differently.
Is he connecting to the hill?
Playing.
Down. Get down. Sorry.
I can't, I'm dead.
Sorry. I got him.
They don't know I'm knocked. Nice, that's it.
It was an awkward little fight, but one thing that was really cool was how who was it? Jordan continues to fight for height while Jesse is resetting. because he has a launch pad. So basically, he can bait him super high, and then he can launch. Didn't execute perfectly, but the idea is there. That's like super sick.
8 kills. I don't think it matters. Chat, does it matter if we get more than 7? Is anyone in CPL here? I don't think it matters. Because I don't think there's like a big bonus.
Do you need bandies?
No, I haven't make it.
Okay. Do you have shields?
Did you guys try to play kill incentive before
Yeah.
the tournament?
there's big pots and stuff out there. Don't pop a medkit. Are you medkitting?
Yeah.
Go out there and get it.
No
all
wonder the
stuff.
games are a lot thinner.
Yeah. I got another make it and 2 big pots.
Okay.
Here's one.
Split your mats.
We've been on and off with it. Okay.
We're actually in an alright spot.
You want to pop a big pot?
Yeah.
Really tough to do
I'll
with
pop one too.
snipes.
And then you still have 2 minis, right?
Really tough to do.
Okay, we're out. You go out and go.
Yeah, I knew the algorithm type thing.
Where'd the other guy die?
I
Might be worth. Oh, he died up. Oh,
Huh?
I see his loot.
where? Is it good?
It's like dynamite and stuff, right?
No,
Dynamite
it's nothing good.
grapple.
Nothing
I'm
good. Let's
going
go.
for the
Let's go. Let's go.
grapple. Get the grapple. Okay. Just go for it. Run
Why?
here.
Fair. Okay. West.
I'm looking, grabbing these
Top
minis.
hill shooting at you.
Yeah, I got minis now. I
Okay.
got 2 minis. We have 9 kills. Sneak up. Took a shot. You have a deagle?
Yeah, let's get a bum. Get a bum. Get a bum.
Okay.
You spraying me?
We can't. Jesse, are you going up?
I have it. Here's a quad. Here's a quad. Back up. Back up. Back up.
Okay, I'm going.
You're going? Sure. Am I going up?
Nah. I'm gonna come down.
I
It's me, we can
love
rip.
I love the calls about whether or not they're going up. You know what I'm saying? Like they're consistently on the same page about when they want to push up. So are you going? And the intention here is for height. Both are constantly confirming and telling and asking. Like they're constantly constantly
Can you get to me?
Yeah, I'm healing.
making for those plays.
I'm mid.
I'm under you. I'm under you. I'm under you. Do you want a rift?
What's out of sync, Pumpkin?
Wait and see if they get too aggressive. These kids look like they're gonna make a mistake.
I'm 1 box under you.
Yeah, I know. Just be ready to rift. I'm gonna see if they drop and make a mistake. If not,
They have quads. I don't think we want to fuck with
yeah,
them.
nah.
Even if they do, it doesn't
What's your
really.
inventory right now?
Pump, AR, deagle, rift, 15 bandies.
We just need to land on someone turtling and wood. With that rift.
Come to me. We can double league.
Where?
Come.
Where?
East. In the wood. You see it?
Which
It seems
one?
out of sync.
Right?
Okay.
Oh, left.
I hope it wasn't the entire time. Sometimes that happens with my NDI. Oh, good. We'll get back to it. One of the things that I saw there really quickly is that people
Above. Hit him 52.
right here. No, not right there.
Where are you? You with me? Yeah.
Yeah.
When he's trying to build up, puts the walls to the side, wall, and then puts the floor up so that he can block from the top, and it allows him to kind of go up on high ground. People kind of really suck when they're trying to protect themselves and try to go up, right? Because you're going up a hill, so your floors and your floors and your floors, eventually you run out of space. So it's nice. So I don't know if that properly gets what I'm trying to get at.
Hit him 52. 52.
Yeah. I'm getting close.
This guy's grappling from somewhere. Or is that you?
No. I'm looking.
Above pressuring. I have no shield, dude.
Yeah. I don't care, dude. I'm just pushing.
They're
into
quadding
the
us.
guy.
They're quadding us.
I feel like they're triggered about this game.
Top team are just gonna keep pressuring us.
I feel like they're a little triggered on this game. They got pushed so many times.
Honestly, we got the kills. I
Excuse
think we
me,
just go for
Jesus.
placement now.
Nah.
Yikes.
Nice.
I'm rifting.
Rift, yep. Go straight down.
Damn, they're both so low.
I'm going east on top of middle. On me. I'm going on top of this team.
How am I alive, bro?
I'm healing with bandies.
I'm medkitting. I gotta make a few.
Okay.
We're both one hit.
I'm coming, coming.
Do you want me to bring it to you? Or?
I'm coming, I'm coming. Oh shit, is that you?
Oh my god, nah. Yeah. Medkit. You have a grapple, right?
No.
Ah, rip.
I'm
gonna
stuck in the
grapple
ramp.
from-
I'm stuck in the fucking...
What?
I got stuck in it.
I'll hold it if they... I'm just gonna go...
Yeah, guy up top, guy up top, guy up top.
Okay.
He's building up, he's building up.
You good?
Yeah, for now. The guy in front of me in this box. Oh, he built up. Above me. I'm in zone, zone. Yep, same. Zone, zone.
I like how you took that guy's stairs, even though it probably wasn't.
He dropped, he dropped.
Yeah.
My level, my level, my level.
I'm pushing him.
Yep, same.
Always getting that shot off with the
Chill, chill, chill. Come over here, come over
with
here.
the pump. Always. These deagles. These deagle plays. I can't count how many people are still like actually bad at using a deagle like me.
There. Okay, stop, stop.
Let's go in.
I don't know if they won the duos. Well, they didn't play together, right? Because it was a pro-am, so they played with some sort of celebrity or
Okay, you do
something.
the building. I'm 5'3".
I got it. Just keep wrapping around edge. Play low ground with the digs, I reckon. Fuck it, dude. Gonna drop that guy?
Nice shot. Dropping him makes it so much harder for them to like recognize. Like they could have just both shot at the wall, like this wall right here. But instead, he looks for the angle to drop that guy. Number one, it puts him, if there's anybody on this level, that means they can start aggroing him. But number two, makes this guy chaos. Number one, it's not just replacing one wall. He has to replace that wall. He has to replace, well, let me just mark, right? Let's do dots. He has to replace this wall. He has to replace this wall. He has to replace that floor. He has to probably block the back. He has to replace that wall as well. So like, so much more effort is required for him when you drop him out of the floor rather than just dropping the wall. So looking for drop opportunities rather than just going at a wall, so much better.
I got fucking destroyed.
I'm trying to build. I'm one under you. I'm building. I'm one under you building.
I just got a medkit when I can.
What? Look at how he's always jumping while he's pathing.
I'm coming.
Well, it
You
might
need
be
to do this for me?
awkward and might be like feel bad.
I'm 8 HP, I need a medkit. When we
Still
get
so much better than running.
Break this, break this, break this, break this.
in. Wait, I'm not with you. Go. There's people all above us, dude. Go. Storm's coming. I'm gonna die, Storm. No, I'm fine.
Sorry.
Keep moving. Keep moving. Okay, I just gotta run on the side. I'm grappling on the side.
I'm lagging.
I'm just trying here.
Ooh, Monka, dude.
Fuck it. You're alone. I'm
dead.
Yeah, that's fine.
He said, "Yeah, it's fine." Oh shit.
I have replacement.
I have no mats. I have no mats where I am.
Coming to you. I'll build. Yeah, dropping your mats is I got hit. Dropping your mats. I mean, just your mats.
Yep.
I'm out. Holy shit, what is going on?
Try and own low ground.
This is good.
Drop down.
Yep, here's the play.
Drop down to me.
Dropping down. Hey, this was they were fighting here earlier, right? No, they were still farther
Try and edit someone down or
farther
something.
west.
Yeah. Watch out, that's...
Top out. Own low ground. I have no mats again. I have no mats.
Yeah, don't worry. We're fine.
Knock up seal.
It's the right play though. When you're low ground shambles, this would be so much better in pop up because if they did get a kill, like they would actually get back in the game. But like, just tarping out like crazy because people are definitely gonna be dropping down on top of you and just looking for edits. It's like such a smart, like it's pretty good. The only thing I would hope is that they could have dropped down a little bit more and like and built like a wall to connect to the bottom so that the level isn't so high above them, because now it's really awkward. People can look for them. I feel like you could also definitely be better with your mats in this case.
Split
Try
up a
and
bit.
get the snug ops.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, the quad. Do you get the quad?
No. Get those bandages. Do you get him?
No. I have no mats still.
Yeah, I'm building rats, Ross. He dropped.
Oh,
Got
me.
him, got him. Dead. Guy dropped.
Look at that. Look how he dropped and he got his back like instantly.
Oh,
That was really good. The way that they like played like kind of split down here made it so that if somebody did drop, they could do exactly what we just saw, you know? So playing fairly split when are playing right. It's not super congested. It's not getting spammed with builds. So it's possible to literally just play split like that and then end up covering each other. Like, because you have full vision of everything, right? Okay, that's gonna be it. If you're watching on YouTube, thank you guys so much, and say bye YouTube to the chat. Say bye YouTube, and if you like that video, please like, subscribe, and do all the things on social media, and we'll be back with more content just like this. Peace.